live now.
Oh, are we?
Yes, okay.
Oh,
Oh, whoops. Thank you. Thank you.
you need all
So
that.
welcome everybody. Welcome to our Redox conversation today. I'm excited about having this Redox conversation. I'm excited about future Redox conversations as well. So I just wanted to introduce myself. My name's Mandy Stevenson, for those who don't know. And I've been involved with this amazing technology now for nearly 7 years, which has just certainly turned my life around. I work as a kinesiologist and a spinal flow therapist, and as a coach and a cellular health coach. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm the right person to be telling you about this amazing technology, because it's about the lives that have been changed with this fantastic technology. So I want to introduce my amazing guest, Leonie Cottrell. So, Leonie, would you like to introduce yourself, where you're from, a little bit of background?
Yeah.
And then I'll introduce the technology itself, and then we'll start talking about how it's changed our lives.
Yeah, sure, Mandy. Hi, Mandy. Thanks for asking me here today. My name is Leonie Cottrell. I'm from Bombala in New South Wales in Australia, a little country town. I was born here, raised here on a property, and I'm still here. So I'm 61, so it's a lovely place to be. I'm working in the aged care facility here in Bombala currently, and I'm loving that. Yeah, what else can I tell you? Do you want me to tell you now, Mandy, how long I've been involved?
No.
No,
Well, that's fine.
no.
As it's
Okay,
just a very relaxed conversation. That's
yeah,
beautiful. Thanks,
sure.
Leonie. It's so lovely to have you here. And yes, that gorgeous little town, Bombala, where Grant and I were both born and raised as well. So yeah, it's a pretty special place, and
Yes,
it does attract people back there, doesn't it?
it does. I did leave 13 years, but I have returned and still here. So
You come and go a little
yeah,
bit.
yes,
Sort of calls you back.
I
Yes.
do.
Apart from the cold weather. Yeah, so
Yes.
so the amazing Redox technology, it's groundbreaking technology that it's about cell signaling, and if your cells can't signal, little else matters in the body, really. So this was was Nobel Prize winning technology in the 90s. The fact that when they found redox molecules and what they actually did in the body, and that they are produced in every cell in the body, and there's 70 trillion cells in our body, so that's pretty profound. And it affects every cell, every organ, every system in the body. So we can survive for days without food. We can survive for, or probably weeks even, days without water, minutes without oxygen, but we can't survive seconds without redox molecules being produced in our body. And the amazing breakthrough is that we've been able to stabilize these molecules outside the body in the form of a supplement that we can take orally, or in the form of a drink, beautiful magical blue bottle, or in the form of a tube of gel from the outside in. So I'm not going to go anymore. It's quite a deep science if anybody wants to go into it, but it's a very simple application of how this technology works. So maybe Leonie, if you can just sort of tell us a little bit about what was going on for you before you found us there.
Oh, well, probably for the first 50 years of my life, I was suffering with quite a few health challenges. I had quite a few, starting from the brain. I had a brain injury when I was 6 and I fell off a horse, which resulted in me having medication for the next 40 years to control. Am I allowed to say seizures on here?
Yeah.
Yes, and then I also had an issue with my heart when I was in my 20s, which was always jumping out of rhythm. And then in my 30s, 40s, I ended up with a digestive issue, which was quite debilitating, a lot of bleeding and ulceration.
Wow.
And I've also had rogue cells in different areas of my body. And then when I was 50, I had a buildup of fluid on my brain, which also impacted my health, my sight, my hearing, my speech, and my balance. And so 3 years after that, I was actually in a salon a friend's salon down the coast, and she was incorporating the gel in her facial. I just went there for a pick-me-up facial, and she offered me a job there, so I started training, and I just started researching that product while I was there, learning about it. And the Sea liquid was then in the salon, and I thought, oh, Kath and I thought we might just try this. You know, I was a bit skeptical because they say it's salt water from Salt Lake City, and that sounds crazy in itself. Anyway,
that's what it says on the back of the bottle.
It does. So I was quite skeptical, but I thought, oh, I'll give this a go. And I actually didn't think I was too unhealthy at that stage. All those issues, of course, recur from time to time, but they weren't always there. And I guess that's all I knew. So I started taking the ASEA, just one cap morning and one cap night, and I did that for 12 months. And I just
know that's just a little cap too.
Just one.
It's not even, it's,
yeah. So I just decided to do that, and I thought I'd made a commitment to myself. And I continued to learn about the product along the way, and Kath and to say, oh, look, let's try doing this, let's try doing that. And we did, and we saw some great results. And but I did make that pact with myself not to tell anyone for 12 months, but I slowly things just improved over time. And I found the longer I took it, the better I became. All of those health issues that I suffered with no longer, they don't exist anymore. I don't have them anymore, which is quite remarkable in itself. I think the brain injury too, the fact that I can put a sentence together and work a whole day's work, it did impact my life. I couldn't go through the day without resting. I couldn't work a full-time job, which I am doing now.
And raise 3 kids as well.
Oh, yes, I've been a
single on your own. Hello, you forgot to say that.
My children were 1, 2, and 9, and they're all grown up now. They're 30, 33, 38, I think, and I've got grandchildren. So, yeah. I did 3 children as well. So to be able to do that, and I find for me now to be able to work the job I'm doing, I'm on my feet for 8 hours a day, and I can do it easy. It's amazing.
You're amazing. Yeah, you're amazing. What a transformation though. And it's not about, just taking a vitamin B pill and feeling a bit better for a while. This is absolute transformation, isn't it? That's occurred for you.
Yeah. It's a change of life, and certainly it's impacted my entire life. I really didn't know what it felt like to be so healthy because I've always had something going on, So it's probably the most important thing in my life to take. I take it morning and night, and because I've been on 8 years now, and if I miss it, of course, it doesn't matter.
1 year longer than me because it took you 12 months to tell us about it.
Mandy was the first person I mentioned it to, so it is remarkable, and I'm so grateful to have come across it.
So how long did it take before you actually found a response, and were all of the responses occurring at the same time?
No. Initially, I think I slept better. That was something I noticed, and my energy levels. And looking back to when I was taking it, I do find that, things would, the joint pain that I had, that's gone. I haven't got that anymore. And you didn't even realise things were occurring. And then with the digestive issues, it's like the longer you're on it, like I can eat and drink whatever I like now. And I was pretty severely impacted by that condition. So everything that caused me grief is no longer there, which is quite remarkable. And I think people don't know you've got things going on because a lot of things are silent, aren't they? So people,
especially if you keep quiet about it, which like hide your light under a bushel a bit. Yeah,
I do, and I don't go on about it. And when I say it out loud, it's like, oh my God, I had a lot of things going on. If I was a horse, I'd be down.
yeah, wow. And I think you sort of had another little incident a couple of years ago where you came off a horse again. Bit keen on riding horses, obviously.
Oh yeah, how crazy is that? When I was 53, well, I wasn't 53. How long? No, it was 58 actually. Oh my gosh. Yeah, 58. I fell off a horse, and as it turned out, I'd fractured my pelvis and my lower back. So I actually had half a bottle with me in the car for my horse that day. I ended up drinking it myself. So that was quite funny.
That's another story.
That's another story there. Yeah. But I've recovered from that amazingly. I don't have any joint pain whatsoever. I've actually been back on my horse again. So that's remarkable in itself to break a bone.
Yeah.
Still be well. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And why did you have a half a bottle for your horse?
She had some issue going on. I don't know. She's always got something going on. I think she might have had string halts at the time, and I was trying to get that sorted. And she's great again. So it is remarkable. I've used it on her so many times for different issues, but that's another story, isn't it?
It is, but it just goes to show you every living cell
That's
depends
right.
very much on redox, and it's
Yeah.
produced in every living cell, not just people, but
Yeah.
animals and plants. So
Yes.
you can give it to animals, and often people will say it's salt water from Salt Lake City, as you
Mm,
said. That's
mm,
what's written on the back of
mm,
the bottle. And, how can it be? It must be a placebo.
mm, mm.
But animals don't know it's a placebo, do they?
No.
So, and they respond incredibly quickly
Yeah.
and well.
Yes.
Yeah.
She had a very bad chest infection. She was coughing up, green mucus, and I couldn't get the vet, so I thought, I'll do this myself. And in 10 days, she was remarkable. So yes, it does work. It works on animals, works on plants. It is an incredible product.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I have to share my story as well, seeing we're here
Mm,
and sort of sharing, because I'd had a debilitating autoimmune type condition where I aches and pains, and felt as though a truck had run over me, or I had the flu constantly for years, 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 and
mm,
once again gave up various different jobs because I just couldn't hold down jobs for long enough, and I finally found some good supplements, nutritional supplements, and that
mm,
got me sort of back up and running and back to work again. And I thought I was really well until wham bam and had a heart attack out
mm,
of the blue. And these things come out of the blue. You don't know that what's going on, what's lurking inside. This is
mm.
the hard part about it. And it took quite a few years before a good friend introduced me to ASEA. but when I was introduced to ASEA at over a period of 12 months, I was able to come off all medication because all my bloods were all clear and I had no symptoms, and I was back working and firing on all fours. It was just amazing, and I'm in my early 70s, and
Yeah,
I just feel a lot more like a 50-year-old. I used to say a 40-year-old, but I think probably more like a 50-year-old now.
yeah,
So, yeah, I'm allowed to.
yeah.
But yeah, so it totally impacted my life, and your story is just absolutely blows me away. So, I'm so grateful that you introduced us to ASEA. And I know our amazing founder, Verdis, said that the amazing thing is not the miracle in the bottle, the miracle molecules. The amazing thing is that people actually share it with you.
Yes,
So that, somebody has the courage to share what's been going on for them, and that's how we're going to get it out to the world. That's the only way we can get it out to the world, is by sharing it.
that's so true. It's
Yeah,
easy for me to talk about my health issues. I think they bring up quite a bit of trauma, but for me saying this, perhaps it'll help someone else that may have had one of those issues, or some of those issues I've had. And there is light at the end of the tunnel. It really is it's a commitment, but it's also a change of life. I'm not on any medication at all. Yes. Yeah, so.
and that's phenomenal. I mean, I hate to think what the look on the doctor's faces is when you go back in there and you sort of say, but I don't have that anymore, and I don't have that anymore, and I don't have that anymore, and I'm not on any medication,
They
because
look
they,
at me, I'm
yeah,
crazy. Yeah.
who is this crazy woman? But
Yeah.
it's. I mean, I have to say though, a CR redox is not a treatment or a cure for any disease or illness or condition. It simply gives the body the power to heal itself. And the
Exactly.
body has an innate ability to heal itself. And that's what's so profound, isn't it? That we can actually turn on the inner doctor to be
Yes.
able to do that sort of
Yeah.
thing. So what made you then decide that, you wanted to share it with other people?
Um, I just think, it's important for people to know about it, because there's a lot of people that aren't well, and I have shared it with people, and some of them, 5 and 6 years on, are still taking the product, and I think, well, I've impacted their lives and I've made their life better for them. So as much as you've got to get out of your comfort zone, it really is, and it makes you feel good if you think you've improved someone's life just by sharing it.
Absolutely. And some of the changes are profound.
Yes, they are.
I've got a couple of people that we've introduced it to too, that have had very debilitating things that they've either been born with or that have occurred to them later on in life. the changes that have been made, and just to see the changes in them and how passionate they are about the product. To me, it was, as a health practitioner, as a natural health practitioner, to find something that I can actually change people's lives with and do myself out of a job as far as being a health practitioner, that's perfect, because I don't want to be seeing people coming back in constantly because I don't have a solution for them. But, we've got a solution here. It's just absolutely blows me away.
Yeah, it is remarkable. And it's certainly a patience thing and a consistency. You've really got to commit to taking it, and and you will see results. And you might expect, if you've got pain somewhere, that's going to heal straight up, but it doesn't necessarily work that way. You've got to be patient. There's always things going on you don't know about. So just be patient and keep taking it.
Absolutely. And and the beautiful thing about with the product is being patient and just continue taking it, because often people say, I'm going to go have a break for a while and stop taking because I can't see any difference. But as soon as they stop taking it, they can actually see a slow decline where they're not feeling as good as they were, because it's very subtle. Most things native to the body, because the blueberry is natural. And turmeric is natural, or curcumin is natural, but it's not native to the body. So that's what's the remarkable thing about this product. It's actually native to the body. So when you take a swig of a sear, and I take 4 of those a day, 3 in the morning and 1 at night, that just seems to be my happy place.
Yes.
You don't necessarily feel it straight away. You don't get a buzz like you do with coffee, or sometimes you do, depending on how you're feeling. I know it can actually have a quick effect sometimes, depending what's going on for you.
Yes.
But it's that subtle, slow trend change that is going to last.
Yes.
Too. The other thing, the immediate changes, like a cup of coffee or something, doesn't last. So, this is what's amazing about this one. And I think the other side of it, for me, looking at something like, a lot of people are a bit concerned about network marketing. They don't like the idea of network marketing, or they say, I can't sell anything. You've only got to tell a story, someone's story, your story, my story. That's what people like to hear, a story. And they say, well, I'll try that too, because, and you don't have to be the expert, because there's plenty of tools and tips around. It's an amazing company.
Yeah. So, and beautiful people.
Yeah. So what sort of made you stick with the company as well, and sort of be happy to promote the company?
I think they're the most beautiful group of people I've ever met. They're all honest, loyal, just beautiful, happy people. And I think your vibe attracts your tribe. They're the sort of people I want to hang around and be a part of. They're just very uplifting, and some beautiful stories. I've heard some beautiful stories from people all over. So I think that's probably, they are just a beautiful company. Yeah, and they're just good in the world for outside of the product. Building houses and providing water and things for the disadvantaged. I love what they do.
Yeah. I think that the big thing is that people matter in this company. People before profits. It's all about the people. It's about building people and building people's lives and healing their lives. And they say that the size of your commission check is directly related to the lives you've changed.
Yes.
So, which is pretty profound when you think about it. So no, I'm just, as you can see, I'm passionate about it and smitten with the whole idea. So, I guess the thing is, if anybody wants to have any more information, they can either contact Leonie, they can contact me, or if anybody's watching this and someone else has invited them to watch this, contact the person that invited you, because it's about that person was brave enough to invite you to watch something. So, that's where the key is, that, it's about how we can share this with other people. So, and I think there's probably sort of 6 main reasons why people might be watching something like this. And I don't know whether we've got we're live on Facebook, so I'm going to go out for a little bit of a poll type question. So, one of the reasons people might be watching this is because they have a health challenge, which is obviously why you and I both started with this product. Or the second one is there might be somebody that they love has a health challenge that they feel that they can help. So that's the second reason why somebody might be watching this or might be interested. The third one, of course, is just to maintain good health, because there's a lot of stuff out there, but this one goes to the core of cell signaling. So in order to maintain good health, that's something that we really need to do. The fourth one, which is athletic performance, because we've got Olympic athletes who take this product. And because it's totally native to the body, it's not detectable, it's not a drug, but it actually, the studies that they've shown have just increased athletic performance by profound amounts. So it also slows down the aging process, because part of the aging process is an imbalance of our reduction and oxidation, which is redox. So, and of course, the sixth reason they might like to have a look is the financial opportunity. And I think everyone's needing that at the moment, with the cost of living rising and everything else. You can't sort of wait. If you don't have a plan B, by the time you need the plan B, it's a bit late. So, it's a really good idea to have multiple streams of income. So, the financial opportunity. So there are 6 main reasons why somebody might be watching this. And I don't know whether we've got any comments in the live. I can't see the live, so I don't know what's going on. Whether they want to drop a comment in there as to which one of those reasons they might be actually looking at. So I will look at the comments later and respond to anyone. So, but that to me, there's 6 key reasons why it's really worth having a look at this. Yeah. So so have you got anything else that you wanted to add about?
Well, anyone that is looking at using the products, I just think be patient. It takes a long time for unwellness to hit your body, and it's not going to happen overnight. It's not a medicine. It's not a cure. You just have to be patient. Make it up there with cleaning your teeth every day. You just take your seer every day. And the longer you're on it, the more you will find that your health will be impacted.
Beautiful advice. That's absolutely perfect advice. Thank you. Thank you. So I guess, people have 3 choices after watching something like this. It's no thanks, it's not for me. But on the same token, who do you know that could actually benefit from it? Don't be afraid to share something with them and say, look, I've heard of something that just might help. That's all. You can become a customer. You can just, get the product for yourself at a wholesale price, or retail if you really want to. Or you can join, and you can also create an income and impact other people's lives as well and spread the word. So they're the sorts of 3 choices that people have at the end of the day. So thank you so much for joining me, Leonie, on this first of our Redox conversations. Hopefully we will have more of these, probably once a fortnight or so. And I look forward to sharing again with you sometime soon.
Sure, Mandy. Thanks very much for asking me.
Thank you. That's great. Thanks, Juvi.